think is the role of the government then in helping enterprises to navigate this? Because obviously there are sectors where there is government involvement, there are sectors where there is not enough or not needed enough. How do you think the government should interact then?
Government's role is to be a catalyst in reducing friction to business, provide them all possible help to create as many jobs at as high a salary as possible. Now, having said that, let me tell you one thing. Any CEO who says, I want to create more and more jobs, that company will go down the tube. You cannot say that we have to create more and more jobs. What you have to say is, I want to increase my revenue. I want to increase my per capita revenue productivity. So in other words, while at the microeconomic level, CEOs like Salil will say, I want to increase my revenue. I want each employee to contribute more and more and more gross revenue and net income margin. The government should ensure that it is easy for him to do that. That's remove all hurdles, reduce all indirect efforts. For example, going to income tax office and sitting down, going to Delhi, this, that, that's all indirect effort. They do not add to his work. As, I forget his name, my friend, who defined the concept of core and context. Core activities are those which contribute directly to the revenue of a company, to the strength of a company. Contextual activities are those that can be outsourced, that can be done by somebody else. The government activities are contextual activities. So therefore, I would say a good government keeps itself away from businesses as much as possible, while doing its legitimate duty of collecting as fair a tax amount as possible in as pleasant a manner as possible. Second, it has to use this money efficiently, honestly, and productively on all public goods, building roads, education, healthcare, etc. That also, most of it has gone to private sector in India. But anyway, for poor people. I think if the government can really understand that the only way this country can abolish poverty, Indira Gandhi used to say, Garibi hatao, Garibi hatao. What happened? Nothing. Because you don't remove poverty by slogans, man. You remove by people like Salil. By they're working 12 hours a day, 14 hours a day. They are the ones who remove poverty. Not me, who is sitting at home and relaxing and all of that. So therefore, I would say that the governments must every day say, how can I make life better and better for people who are creating jobs? I think if the government, and then get a set of people who will be impacted by their decisions in framing a policy, because they're all bright fellows, they're all educated people, they know so much. If their input is given, if their input is used in creating policies, I think then India will definitely move towards a Ramarajya, as we have been saying. Yeah.
Leadership.